For this session, I wrote 334 words. For this session, I wrote 153 words, and my week's total word count is 1,210 words. No matter which way I go about my writing process, it seems an inevitability that I always encounter a run-in with a season of boredom. The honeymoon phase of my manuscript has long passed, and it is definitely not as exciting to do as it was at the beginning. Having refined my process to remove the strain of volume, I'm still left with the strain of tedium, which just seems to be an ingrained aspect of it. So though I have tried, it seems that I cannot remove the boredom from the writing process. And so my workaround has been in contemplating strategies to boost my boredom threshold. And that is what I have been experimenting with as of late. Ennui is a curse of privilege. It is also a curse of a certain level of efficiency. It can also be a curse of an unaccustomed level of simplicity. Ennui is a void induced in the contrast of struggling and no longer struggling as one was once before. And so it reflects a measure of growth in tolerance. I think as a species, however, we are predisposed to imbue challenge with a greater sense of meaning in purpose, and we tend to write off ennui as a state of purposelessness or heightened apathy, even as a form of complacency. But in nature, there are always highs and there are always lows, and my thinking is that ennui is very much the yin to the yang that is mission. It is the fallow season, it is the winter season, and I remind myself that spring will come once again. That all said, in modernity in general, I think we do not manage well in fallow seasons, and there aren't many great examples to study. What examples we do have tend to be of the unhinged and tormented variety, and thus we have perpetuated as a culture the archetype of a tortured artist. That can be romantic to some, but personally for me, that is not at all romantic. As much as I am in the clouds in my headspace, I'm also very much connected with my physicality. And I have found that these ideas of tortured artist do not play out well on the plane of the physical. I have learned that I am too practical, too pragmatic for such ideals. And so I continue to seek alternative solutions and aesthetics to the enigma of ennui. That is all that I have for this vlog. I'm going to eat some pizza and then I'm going to get to my writing session. And then once I have that done, I will add that clip at the end. For this session, I wrote 94 words.